what is 75 hard? I feel like I'm cheating. No alcohol, no cheat meals. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Julia and you probably guessed it by the title of this video, but it is going to be all about the 75 Hard program. I'm sure many of you have heard of it. I'm sure some of you have never even heard of it. And to answer your question, yes, I am currently doing the 75 Hard program. In this video, we're going to talk all about what that program is, all that it entails, and how I am currently doing it. But before I get too far, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get right into it. All right, first things first, what is 75 Hard? It is a 75-day mental toughness program created by the First Form CEO, Andy Frisella. It is not a quick fix. It is not a weight loss challenge, not a fitness challenge. It is a mentally tough 75-day completely free program that anyone can do. And I'm gonna read off the criteria for it and you're gonna think it is insane and that you don't have time for it, but I promise you do. People make excuses, people come up with this and that as to why they can't do it, but this program is completely scalable for literally everyone. The program is designed to build your confidence, self-worth, self-esteem, self-belief, gritness, and fortitude. And I know I'm at the very beginning of the 75 days, but I already have seen such improvements in this, and I'm someone who I thought was extremely strong in all of these categories. So if you're someone who either just wants a mental challenge like I did, or someone who wants to work on these things, I highly recommend this program. But first, let's get into all the criteria that goes along with it. I'm gonna read from the template on my phone, but I will put it right here so you guys can see it as well. Like I mentioned, it is a 75-day program, so there are daily rules and things you have to do every single day for 75 days straight. Daily rule number 1 is that you have to follow a diet, and this has to be a diet that aligns with your goals. It can't be a diet of just McDonald's or fast food. Be smart, set a diet that actually aligns with the goals and things you want to achieve throughout these 75 days. Rule number 2, you have to do 2 45-minute workouts every single day. One of them must be outdoors. If you want to do them both outdoors, you can. They also have to be split up. You can't go right from one into the other or make one long 90-minute workout with half indoors, half outdoors, something like that. 2 separate 45-minute workouts. One has to be outdoors. Rule number 3, no alcohol or cheat meals. So take this into account whenever you are choosing what diet you want to do. And once again, you choose that diet. But yes, it is 75 days straight with no alcohol and no cheat meals. Number 4 is to take a progress picture every single day. So first thing when you wake up or whatever time you remember, you have to take a progress photo. I highly recommend this being in something like a bathing suit or sports bra and underwear, or if you're a guy, just shorts. It'll be incredible to see that change over the 75 days. Rule number 5 is to drink 1 gallon of water every single day. Pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. Just pace yourself with that water intake and make sure you are getting it in. And then rule number 6 is 10 pages of reading, and it has to be a non-fiction book, something that you learn from and take information away from. So not just like a book for pleasure reading or like fun. It has to be a non-fiction, a self-help, a business, something that is actually informative and you are gonna learn something from and benefit from reading that book. Those are the 6 rules. I know it sounds like a lot, it sounds crazy, it sounds like you won't have time to do those things, but I promise you will. If you want more information on those rules, definitely check out Andy Frisella's podcast on the 75 Hard program itself. I listened to it and that's kind of what sparked my interest in actually doing this program. All right, now for all the information about how I am personally completing this program. One of the rules that goes along with it is that you can't modify this at all. You can't just say, oh, I'm gonna do this rule and this rule and this rule. No, you have to do all 6 rules, all 75 days, or else it doesn't count. It's not 75 hard. It is supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be inconvenient. That's why you have to break the workouts up. It's supposed to be challenging. That is literally the point of it. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. That's why it is a mental toughness program. One other thing I completely forgot to mention is that these 6 rules have to be completed before you go to bed. It does not have to be done by midnight. It is before you lay your head to bed that night and actually go to sleep for the night. When it comes to rule number 1, which is to follow a diet, you have a lot of autonomy and freedom. Like I said, you get to choose that diet, though it has to align with your goals. And rule 3, no alcohol or cheat meals. So just keep that in mind when you are thinking of what diet you want to do. It can be a macro-based diet. It can be a paleo diet, keto, whatever you want to do throughout these 75 days, whatever you think will be mentally tough for you to do. So for me, this is a mental toughness challenge. I wanted to pick a diet that I knew would be mentally tough for me to stick to, and that is not eating after dinner. I am someone who boredom eats or like loves eating something while watching a movie or watching TV, not because I'm hungry, but just because I'm bored and the food is there. So that is the diet I chose, to not eat after dinner. So far so good, but I have found that I'm eating more before dinner than I used to. Slowly, I think this is evolving and I'm going back to like my normal breakfast, snack, lunch, dinner. But the first few days, I definitely found myself like snacking on extra carrots and crackers and hummus before dinner, which there's nothing wrong with those foods. They are very healthy. But I did notice that I was like subconsciously eating more before dinner because I knew I couldn't after, but it is slowly evolving to like more of my normal eating minus that eating after dinner. And there's nothing wrong with eating after dinner. It is just a mentally tough diet that I chose for the next 75 days. Okay, rule number 2 are 2 45-minute workouts every single day. 1 must be outdoors. This is something that I thought wouldn't be very difficult for me since I typically do a workout and a walk every single day as long as the weather is nice. That's the kicker. Now, I get outside for that workout even if it is pouring rain. Although, since I know that I would already walk, I'm finding myself not counting my outdoor walk as an outdoor workout as much. I'll maybe count that like once or twice a week, but lately I have been doing like running, like a slow jog for 45 minutes or like an interval jog walk, because I feel like I'm cheating if it's something I would have already done beforehand. Like walking is already something I do so much along with my workouts. So I kind of feel like I had to do something different than walking. So for example, today you guys saw I did my hamstring and glute workout, did some work on my computer because the workouts have to be split up, and then I went on a 45-minute jog. Nothing fast, but I just kept jogging the entire 45 minutes. So if it's nice later, I may go on another walk just because I love my walks. I chat with my mom, I listen to podcasts. So that's kind of how I'm getting the workouts done. And even when it's raining, I get out there and I go on a walk or a jog walk interval thing, but I do find time to get them done. And like I said, they have to be split up. They cannot be back to back. It is supposed to be inconvenient. I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but this program is completely scalable for anyone and everyone. You just have to start somewhere. You guys know that I am doing my 5-day split, and Sundays are my rest days. So this is actually the hardest part. I have only had one Sunday since starting 75 Hard, and I did a 4-mile walk in the morning. So that took a little bit over 45 minutes. And it got to nighttime and I was questioning if I should go on a bike ride, if I should do another walk, but it was really dark outside. I was kind of scared. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna do 45 minutes of yoga. I was sweating. Like, yoga is hard, and it was like a restorative, relaxing yoga. So that is gonna be my rest day go-to, either a bike ride in yoga, a walk in yoga, but I actually really enjoyed it. 45 minutes is long for me to be doing yoga, but I think my body really needed it, especially with all the extra workouts. So that's kind of how I am handling the 2 workouts a day. Okay, rule number 3, super self-explanatory. No alcohol, no cheat meals. I really don't have cheat meals that often. I try to stick to a pretty whole foods based diet, but I do love ice cream, and whenever we go out to dinner, we usually get dessert and I get ice cream. So that doesn't happen anymore. And when it comes to alcohol, I really rarely drink. I know that's hard to believe. I went to WVU. I didn't drink at all there. It's crazy, but occasionally if I do go out to dinner with Cameron or out with some of my work friends, I will get a drink, but not anymore. I'm really not someone who even likes alcohol. I much prefer water. I do think I will find myself missing like ice cream and cookies and other type of cheat meals later on throughout the program though. Rule number 4 is actually a super hard one to remember to do every day, and that is to take a progress photo. I work super early in the morning. I literally get up at 4:30 and roll out of bed, put my phone right in like my vanity in my bathroom, set the selfie timer, and take a picture every single morning. That's like my morning routine, just so I don't forget to do it. I look so sleepy in these pictures. It's actually hilarious. I'll eventually share them one day, but it is quite comical considering majority of my photos are taken in the 4 a.m. hour. But yeah, progress photo every single day. Like I mentioned before, I highly recommend doing this in a bathing suit or a sports bra and underwear. It really doesn't take that long, and at the end of the 75 days, it'll be incredible to see that before and after transformation. Rule number 5 is something that I pretty much do every single day before starting this, and that is to drink 1 gallon of water every single day. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I am really big on hydration. I always have been. Water is literally my favorite drink, and especially having like a straw water bottle if I'm working at my desk, I just drink obscene amounts of water. So that is rule number 5. The final rule, rule number 6, is to read 10 pages of a book every single day. Audiobooks do not count. Online like books do not count, not on a Kindle, computer, phone, nothing like that counts. It has to be a physical book. So the book I'm actually starting with is Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. We had it on our bookshelf. I had never read it before. In all honesty, I thought it would be a little bit more like inspiring than it is. I'm only about halfway through. I do read more than 10 pages a day just because like I get caught in a story and I have to finish it. He basically just kind of tells the story of his life and teaches you the lessons he learned throughout his childhood and growing up. I'm at the part in the book where he just started acting, so I'm sure there'll be a ton more lessons to learn from that, which I'm super excited about. And my next book that I'm gonna read is The 4-Hour Workweek, and I'm super excited about that because I think it like will pertain to my life a lot more. But I do really like this book. I'm a big fan of Matthew McConaughey. But yeah, it has to be a physical book. Totally unrelated, but another book that I read a few months ago that I love is Nick Bare's book called 25 Hours a Day. Highly, highly recommend it. Probably my favorite book that I've ever read, along with You Win in the Locker Room First. I read that book when my knee was like broken in gymnastics and I was on a team, and I don't know if I loved it so much because I was in that team atmosphere and it pertained to my life so extremely well at the time, but it is a great read if you are on a sports team, if you are an athlete. I highly recommend that one. But yeah, so that is rule number 6. So that covers all 6 rules. Those are the 6 things that you have to do every single day for 75 days straight. If you mess up, if you read 9 pages instead of 10, if you are 10 ounces short of drinking that gallon of water, if one of your workouts was only 43 minutes instead of 45, you have to start over from day 1. I was gonna stay quiet about it until I was done the 75 days, but then I thought maybe this could inspire someone else to start 75 hard. Maybe this could be helpful for someone who is thinking about starting 75 hard. So I thought, well, why not document my journey, share some info with you guys. I won't be vlogging like every single day of my journey and updating you guys every single day, but I do think it'd be fun to have a few like updates here and there throughout the next 75 days on my channel. 1, for me to look back on, and 2, to be helpful for you all if you are thinking about doing 75 hard. If you're someone who is just like completely not interested, that's perfectly fine too. I was just looking for a mental toughness challenge, and I thought this one would be fun and perfect, and I love the fact that it is 75 days long, because we all hear about a 21-day quick fix or 21 days to break a habit. We all also know that that's BS, or else everyone would stick to those healthy habits. There probably wouldn't be as many overweight, obese people who are at risk for different diseases. And I'm sorry if that is offensive, but it's something that I'm extremely passionate about. I love working in health and fitness, and I love helping people get healthy and take steps towards becoming a healthier them. So I think this is a great place to start and really just kick things into full gear. But I'm gonna stop chatting. If you have any other questions about 75 hard, feel free to leave them down below in the description box. I will get back to you, or I can address them in future videos. I'm sure there's things I missed. I'm sure there's other things that I will think of that I will include in future videos, but I'm gonna wrap this one up here. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you all next time. Bye.